Your beard is expendable. Pop the sun and let the pus drip out, but enough by day to cause swelling. It bounces through the crowds, bounces on the bridge, bounces in the room. We are afraid it might bounce onto the bed and open up our legs. I'm giving you a trim, and the beads of sweat on your stubble so neatly strung, so sparkling. They bounce into the sky one by one. I ask coldly and repeatedly that you jump from the plane like a rubber ball, like the temperature of the day. Jump now. Just relax. Stop lying. Spread your limbs like you're making love. You on top, the earth underneath. Coldly I thought you could jump down. In actuality, we already joined. Two pointless people. You boiled beef slices and they tasted good. My friend's egg and tomato terrible. A balance unrealistic. You added salt, I took away the sugar. I divided the rice, you multiplied by flour. Meaningless signifiers. I hope that things will not be so unbearable. It will be possible to keep the light on. It will be possible to remain clothed. I will unknow how you touched your hand to the bodies of other women and the swelling waters of the Lhasa. That in your eyes the badlands of the axe were moistened by girl, and you will unknow the dark heart in the deepest part of me. Just the light clothes, floating in your arms. You said you were dreaming. Dreamed that you were cruising for girls in Vietnam. Don't know if it was Hanoi or Saigon, maybe Dalat, maybe somewhere you can't find on a map. Now star-fringed lands make me candid. I've never been to Vietnam, nor do I intend to forgive this dream. You rent a boat, prepare to drift from one city to a further city. This boat of yours in its hull adheres to the water, force them apart and find a sucking wound. If a wave doesn't capsize you, turbulence will. A rope, twisted round the boat's side, destines us to pull from the bed, two drenched human lives.
So, what's surrealism?
I don't know. What is surrealism?
Yes, Pillar. What is surrealism?
I don't know what surrealism is. Why are you asking me?
It's a pillow talk. I don't know. I don't. Surrealism is, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, when you dream and like everything is normal until one thing is like it'll be normal when you be going to the bakery and it'll be fine, and then when you get to pay at the bakery, you have to pay in like
Shells.
yeah, or something like that.
Or pins or
Yeah,
matches or
yeah,
something.
yeah, or buttons or something. And yeah, that's like surrealism, just like a quiet but intense subversion of the everyday.
The intrusion of the strange.
Yeah,
Without acknowledging the strangeness.
yeah, yeah. yeah.
Knock, knock, real. I have come to intrude. Hello. Hello.
It's just surreal. I've come to say hello. Oh, it's just surreal. Oh.
Annie, any questions?
Any questions? How far do you feel like your dreams affect your creative impotence in your own life?
Pan back to Mandisa.
Yeah, well, very much so. Like basically my whole like arts practice is just like listening to my dreams.
I thought it was
And like translating my dreams to like waking sense. So very much like has like a direct effect. And yeah, a lot of my poems come from dreams. A lot of like, and like the kind of like the after navigation of like kind of like seeing where that's led me in life and kind of like linking or drawing like a kind of like a map. So yeah, and obviously like with surrealism as well, like I was talking about like dreams and like I feel like my work can sometimes have like a surreal or abstract quality to it. And yeah, that is drawn very much from kind of wanting to like evade reality. Well, obviously like capture reality, but also just like yeet.
So for you, is it like you're constructing a new form of reality, or like a different kind of space that's beyond that particular experience? Or?
I think it's mainly trying to articulate my reality in all its forms, like my kind of like waking reality, my like dream reality, like because like it's all very real, and like the overlaps, just kind of like articulating that as best as I can to create a kind of like whole vision of like my experience as a being.
As an entity.
As an entity.
A very beautiful entity.
Why did you pick that poem, by the way? I liked the boiled beef.
Yeah, no, I liked it because it felt like I know a lot of the poems in here are quite tender, but this one felt particularly like intimate, especially in its weirdness. Like spread your limbs like you're making love, you on top the earth underneath. I thought it was a really like wonderful like just way of kind of like you were saying, like articulating like life's like strangeness in a very kind of like very soft, like we're in this together way. Do you know what I mean? Like you know, like Alice in Wonderland. Like it just feels like the world is like a bit upside down, but also like we're together.
Kind of do want to get inside someone's head and just like look at their brains and like pick through and be like, what exactly are you pulling that face? Or, like, what's motive? I don't know.
Annie,
yes.
what poems have you been writing recently about masculinity?
Oh, so I've been looking a lot at a figure called Pope Joan, who's an apocryphal person in sort of medieval history, medieval papal history, and allegedly Pope Joan was this pope who was very, very famous, was revered as an intellectual, and was on a papal procession in Rome when they gave birth to a child, which, given the very heterocentric and misogynist culture of the church at that time, was considered like disgusting and hellish, and they stampeded Pope Joan to death. But I thought it was a really interesting way of looking at this aspect of history which a lot of historians contest and say it's not real, but like there's tales of this particular pope completely proliferate. And what's kind of interesting is thinking about that person in terms of how they viewed their gender or their sexuality, because obviously according to the paradigm of what a pope could be at the time, anyone who'd been assigned female at birth would in no way have been able to enter into that kind of a station.
So they went undercover, basically.
I guess so, but there's no writing about how they kind of self-identified. They had like a male lover, and apparently weren't really aware that they were pregnant because they at least were viewed as and performed as a man for their adult life. But I'm kind of writing about that and kind of the strangeness of that, and the strangeness of trying to find a pronoun for someone who kind of operated outside of those terms in history, but also thinking about what, like, notions of appropriateness there.
So, Annie, I hear you have a tendency to put things on your head.
What? That sounds ridiculous. That is preposterous.
It is
You told me
preposterous.
that.
What are you cooking?
I'm making mango stew with kale and aubergine.
And what are you singing at the moment?
What am I singing at the moment?
Yeah.
I'm singing Mariah Carey, like 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
And a little bit of
Oh. Where did that come from?
Fuck. If the living is without you, I can't give anymore. I can't live if living is without you. I can't give. I can't give anymore. Oh my god! I burst into flames the other day.
Oh my god, this is true story.
Let me set the scene. So I'm making a humble pot of pesto pasta.
He's
on the
making a
stove.
humble pot of pesto pasta.
I'm standing like this far away from the stove, and I'm just like texting, like and saying, I'm like, my back's really hot. I should open a window and like step forward. And I step forward, and I turn like this, and my back is still really hot. And there was a split second where I smelt burning before I burst into flames. like no joke. Like Zab was sitting there,
like a witch, like a medieval
like a cartoon where they burst into flames, and they're like, like let me get you the t-shirt so that you can see the burn hole. I had to like, and also
Meanwhile,
I'm naked under this
Lisa,
t-shirt, so I literally had to like rip off this t-shirt, sprint like naked into the shower, stand in a freezing cold shower for like 20 minutes.
Was the shower on?
Massive, yeah, because I had a massive burn on my back.
Oh my god, Jolliff! Fucking hell!
Oh my god.
You could fit a baby in that.
When I said I caught fire, I meant I caught fire.
Or 4 sweet
fire.
potatoes.
Caught fire, Louise. Like it was so crazy.
Oh my god.
Like a flame. It was mad.
That, you should have got someone to video that for your album launch.
I know, that would have been so good.
You can't really prepare for that.
Everything is art. Everything is art.
Pain is
Everything is
Trauma's
art.
up. Fire is
Put it
on.
all on the table.
I fucking, that would have been,
You
that
should
would have
sell
been
that as
ideal.
merch at your next gig.
Oh my god.
His own burnt shirt, that's like...
Yeah.
How much would you pay for that
Oh,
I would pay a sack of lentils,
sack of lentils?
one of my own poems,
Mm.
and a tweezed pubic hair.
I feel like I wouldn't be selling off any sacks of lentils at the moment.
Oh,
Timer, oven. Oh my gosh. Ah. Say goodbye,
I'll pay a
everybody.
month's rent for that.